Well, again, everybody will come with their opinions and views because we all have opinions and view. As long as we're happy, that's enough. Sometimes we have different philosophy and come from different mentality, and we're here to be happy in the moment. I'm not here for an ideological definition showdown, This moment is happiness. Are you regularly streaming twice a day now? Yeah, I try to, yeah. 5 hours in the morning, but I'm deciding if I need to 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours in the night, and use that time to create some video content. I think that may be the way. Right. And again, when you live stream online, right? When you live stream online, I'm not necessarily here to debate, definitions and all these. I just do, how can we feel joy together? Welcoming Brother Leonardo. Right? That's it. But sometimes it's hard for people to understand. That's what this stream is about. And so we can talk about owning our emotions, but we're not actually present in the moment. And if you're present in the moment, that is enough. Anyways, I think music time. Let me change the vibes of the stream. Thank you, Christine Allison. Well, thank you for your teachings, TOT. Nice to see you expressing your views. I'm not teaching, I'm debating with you. Yeah, it takes two people to debate or dialogue. And that's why I'm just here to enjoy with you. Sometimes we dialogue, but from here, I just focus on here. Right? And sometimes you're doing something sometimes we're on a different channel. And that's okay. You do what makes you happy, I do what makes me happy. Let's start with some drums first. This stream is different. Many streams will ask you to come to Buddhism, come to Hinduism, come to Christianity. Just love your damn self. It's enough. You're welcome. Which one do you want to hear next? This is called triple drone, Native American flute. 3 flutes in one. The Holy Trinity. And it has 3. Thank you, Joshua. Which journey? Should we go to Peru, Peruvian flute? Or should we go to the Bansuri Native American? Thank you, Brother Streets. Peruvian or Indian, which is India. Krishna. We got Native American. Let's go to a higher pitch one. The Gena. I only have 3 flutes that are traditionally. This is called Kena. So to make this noise, you have to make your mouth into a whistle. And this is in a key of F sharp. And we're going to make it a bit more mountain, just atmospheric. How about we add some owl noises to the background? This flute is called the quenacho. This is the larger version of the Peruvian flute, and the mouthpiece is very similar. Larger, beautiful, made by Kawari Armuños. And the bottom has a hole that is more tinier than traditional flutes. Most flutes have an open hole, right? But the quenacho, for whatever reason, they have that little notch that makes it have more air pressure. And I hope you enjoy. And what makes this unique too is that there's a back hole. It smells like nothing. The wood, the bamboo here doesn't have a aroma. Other woods do. I hope you enjoy. Where do you want to go next? Japanese flute, the akebono in a key of low C, I do cover sometimes. This flute is called an akebono. It's a Japanese transverse flute. You play it sideways, and very easy flute to play from Portugal. I forgot his name again, but very Zen style, but very, I call this the sensei, because so simple, so plain and Jane, like the moment. The moment is simple, but so powerful, because it's all we got. This flute is called a bansuri, an Indian bass flute. I mean, an Indian flute, that's bass. Many of you may remember this from last night. Well, I do thank you for the blessings, R. Dallas. This flute is beautiful. Of course, this would represent more like the warm love, and then we'll show you Shiva. Ganesha, excuse me. This is Shiva, and again, whenever I'm playing this, every time, because when you create a relationship with the flute, you embody what you play, and the magic of this beautiful warm hug from the flute is something I feel when I'm playing. I hope you enjoy. And this is in the key of G. This is a bansuri flute. This one I got from Etsy, and I got it inscribed. I actually haven't showed y'all yet. Thank you, God, which means love. means love too. Thank you. Which one would you like to hear next? Lots of energy tonight, huh? Are you ready to relax your mind yet? Some people don't know how to let their mind chill. Thank you, Aaron, for your kind words. It's just love, but it's love with devotion, not just love by definition. There's a difference, right? We feel something together. Which path? I think we should do some Native American indigenous vibe. Thank you, Ashley. Nice to see you here. Any music for relieving peace? I have one Egyptian flute for you. If you want to restore your faith in yourself, this is called the Egyptian flute in the Hijaz scale. The artist, the maker, Eric the flute maker, made it in 2023. He calls it the Jesus flute. For some people, Jesus is love. For some people, God is love. For some people, love is love. I just say love your damn self. This one goes to Ashley, who may need some peace, some love.
you.
We are the guardians of planet Earth, protectors of the waterland and above. We are the angels of planet Earth. Be the change and meditate, spreading love. This is the kingdom of planet Earth. This is our kingdom, our Mother Earth. Na 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 na. out and breathing out. How are we doing out there? How many flutes do you play in your... Most of them. Most of them. Because it's about getting out of your comfort zone. I mean, that's why I have them. I think into around 25 to 30 flutes. No, I'm actually inside. Of course, every flute requires practice to create a relaxing ambience, right? Some flutes are more difficult, some flutes are a bit more easy. Welcome in, Christine, Allison, Maria. Why am I reluctant to take a leadership role? Leadership requires sacrifice. Followers just follow. A little sacrifice is involved, because when you're the leader and something's wrong, they blame you. When you have a bad time here, it's my responsibility. When the stream doesn't grow, you're responsible. When your leadership is not effective, you are responsible. But when you're a follower, you can just quit. But when you're a leader and you just quit, they remember. You remember you quit. Do you have the duck duck? I do not have a duck duck. When I'm on TikTok here, I'm aware that when I'm online on Twitch, YouTube, I'm on a world stage. People are going to come with egos, and I have to stay humble, check my ego, and do the best to be compassionate and understanding. Many people criticize me naturally. Haters gonna hate. But as long as you know your principle, you know you're not a bad person, and your actions from your heart, that's enough. Some people will, no matter how good you are, sometimes people are just gonna talk their mess. Because some people love drama. People look for a debate. But when you don't look for a battle, you choose love, you serve with love, you respect people for their differences. We respect people for choosing to be agnostic. We respect people who don't believe in the word God. We respect people who believe in that word. We respect people. Because why? It restores faith in humanity that we respect each other, even though we may have differences. But when the ego says, I can't respect you, it's because some people have a closed mind, and that's okay. We don't have to go be a buddy with somebody. We can understand where they come from. But if we have a big ego, it's hard to see with love, because our mind wants to see what it wants to see. Anger, judgment, fear, closed-mindedness, ignorance. And it's not that we're better. Just do what makes you happy. But some people aren't actually happy. And that's why they have a lot of problems in their mind. When we follow what we think is happiness and we're not actually happy, it's very confusing. Right? We follow what we think is makes us happy, but we're not happy. It's like meditating all day and still realizing. It's like meditating all day, thinking meditation is going to help you reach enlightenment, but you still feel something is missing. But you keep on meditating because you're trying to reach enlightenment. But you don't know what enlightenment is, so you're looking for the thing you don't know what is. But you keep making things up to make you believe this thing called enlightenment. But sometimes to be humble and say, I don't know, it checks your ego when you don't know. That's what I love about being around humble spiritual practitioners. We can humbly disagree, and when you don't know, you just say, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with not knowing. It's better than BSing ourselves it's better than pretending to know. What would I have to sacrifice to lead? If you want to lead successfully, you have to lead with love and sacrifice your ego when it's difficult. But of course, lead with love, but doesn't mean get walked over by manipulators. We can be loving, but we don't let people stomp all over us just because we're nice and we have compassion. Why do people have a problem admitting they don't know? The ego hates being wrong. To admit that you're wrong, it humbles you. To not admit when you're wrong is ego. Because why? You're embarrassed about being wrong. Everybody gets some things wrong sometimes. But when we're on, right, everybody gets something wrong sometimes. But when you're consistently wrong in that leadership position, or when you're constantly wrong, there's consequences. It means you're not doing a good job. And sometimes people need you to do a great job. My YouTube channel is in the link in the bio, I think. Link in the bio. Lately, the energy online and in person, a lot of fire energy, which means people are not going out and exercising. We're not using our energy. We stay indoor too much, and we have a lot of energy that we're not using, which turns into lustful energy because it's just inactive energy. So you gotta go outside and open your pores, sweat, go to nature. Right? Because when you have a lot of energy you're not using, use it. Because when you sleep, you have energy to use, but when you have too much energy stored in your battery, what happens? Your battery is full all the time, and when you have energy that you're not using, it leads to unfulfilled. Because you have potential, but why don't you use it to do something that makes you happy? Because we're playing video games, watching too much Netflix, playing Steam games. And so we don't want to hear this crap, right? the hard truth. Right? When I start speaking the truth, I see the viewership drop off. I already know. But when you work for the cosmos, when you serve humanity, I'm not here to BS with Joe with pretty talk. Hey baby. the truth is painful, so when people hear it, they run. So that's why whenever, the thing is, when we're comfortable, pillow talk, when we're comfortable with, hey baby, you want another flute? And then out of nowhere, have you been loving your damn self? Do you know you could love your damn self? Is it okay to smoke the herb? Of course, it's okay to smoke everything, but what's the consequences? It's okay to do anything, but what is the consequences? Do you know? Many people don't want to look at the consequences. Because why? We just want to escape with a little high. What's the consequences of too much video games, too much adult content, too much? What? It leads to addiction. When people become addicted, we don't want to admit it. How many hours of video gaming is considered addiction? Does anyone ask that question? It's an inconvenient question to people who play games. Like, what is considered? And who's setting the bar? Like, is it 3 hours? Like, who's the one? Right? Because if I was a video game company, I would have lobbyists telling the psychologist to push that number to 5 hours a day. Because when you have money, lobbyists, at the end of the day, playing 3 hours of something or watching a 3-hour movie, holy. In 3 hours, like, I just stream for 4 hours. We can change the world, right? And I'm grateful that we reached 115,000 likes, right? When it interferes with your normal life. Some kids don't have a job and they're not in school right now. And so they have all their free time. How about 10 hours of gaming? Because it fits their normal life. While playing games, they watch TikTok and YouTube. ขอบคุณครับ Michael. But people don't want to play that much games. There's more. There's only cans. There's YouTube to watch. There's new games on Steam to download. There's stuff on Netflix to watch. Mr. Beast always comes out with a new video. Your latest episode on YouTube is ready. But are we happy with our life? What will make you happy? A girlfriend or a boyfriend will make me happy. I'm so lonely. I just want a girlfriend. Naruto-kun. I'm so lonely. I just wish I had somebody to cuddle with. Naruto-kun. I just want somebody to love me like you do. Love me like you do. What are you waiting for? Naruto-kun. Notice me. Right, online, we wish, right? When I was young, Mama had me at 17 years old looking out on the street. Ain't no woman alive that could take my mama. Wait. Naruto-kun. Where did Tupac just come from? When we have no purpose in life, our goal is to do what they tell us to think. Find boyfriend and girlfriend. Love is romantic relationship. Very popular place, right? So we dress to impress. We get the same haircut as our friends. Curly hair with a line. If your friend's getting a 1 and a 0 and a fade, you getting a 1 and a 0 and a fade. If your friends wear dunks, you wear dunks. If your friends wear Vans, you wear Vans. If your friends wear J's and you're wearing Shacks, what are those? Shacks. Just to fit in, we gotta get the J's too. Shacks. When our friends get the Tory Burch, we gotta get the Tory Burch slip-ons. When our friend get the Michael Kors rose gold watch, we gotta get the rose gold something. When all our friends wear the mascara, we a mascara gang. When our friend wear a cute little backpack, we have to have a cute little backpack. Don't forget the lip gloss. And then you talk about the cute girls. Hey, Shaodai, I'ma buy you a drink. I'ma take you home with me, putting money in the bank. Talk to me, I talk back, let's talk money. I talk back. It's in the music we listen to. We tell other people to love themselves. And if you like the way you look that much, maybe you... Does Justin Bieber look like he loves his damn self? Hanging out with Diddy. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Wasn't he hanging out with Diddy? Maybe I could write a song that you've been looking. I don't wanna hold back. Baby, you should know that my mama don't like you. She likes everyone, including Diddy. This is why when you love yourself, you know who to stay around and who not to stay around. When you don't pay attention to your environment, you start hanging around the wrong people. Which is why when my life was terrible, I was hanging around the karaoke bar. Or no, I was hanging around the clubs all the time. Right? When you're in a wrong environment, Like I hung around the streets a lot. When you hang around the streets a lot, you become part of the streets, right? Drifting, speed, racing. And all of it is inspired by what we watch online too. Right? What made the streets very popular? That damn Fast and the Furious movie. I wonder if you know how they live in Tokyo. Ding, ding, ding. Fast and Furious. And so we're getting programmed all the time of how to think, how to feel. And they're fighting the system in power. They're fighting to control your consciousness. TikTok's winning right now. This is why, right? TikTok's winning right now. It's why we can do this on here. Because there's still some, like, it's like, why are there so many spiritual people on TikTok doing card readings for money? Because they're allowed to. And they're accepted here. And it's hard to find a place for them to go anywhere else. But that means we're allowed to be here and help people without paying, without needing to capitalize on their loneliness too. Because we're not doing this like we're on Twitch. I've been doing this thing on Twitch for 4 years, and it stopped growing once all the only cans ladies got involved with the ASMR and eating the microphone like a candy. And the whole energy just went down. And so I was confused. Right? The ear, the only cans licking the the ASMR artist. And then I was doing spiritual content, it wasn't growing. But when you come to TikTok, there's a lot of spirituality here, but there's a lot of spiritual business here. Which is why I did not want to come to TikTok, because it's just so much card readings for money. Yeah. But I didn't expect it to be this good. I didn't expect that we could do something magical together called feel unconditional love at this level. Right? There's so many people ready to connect with authenticity, but what's being offered is life coaching, private readings, link in the bio, selling ice machines, selling crystals, right? Selling card readings. And it teaches people conditional love. So watch out for the scammers, right? There's always, watch out for the scammers who are trying to get you. Okay. And so when I'm on here, it's like a door. Yeah, scammers are gonna scam. A door is opening, and many people are ready for unconditional authentic. Hey, the reason it's difficult to be authentic because many loving people hate being criticized by strangers. Right? When I'm doing this, your ancestors have message for you. Oh God, please don't fall for it. Hey, welcome. Swadee krab, Kun Jasmine. And so, many authentic people, I'm not sure what's going on, but there's a really hard time because many spiritual people, it's really hard to lead because you get judged the whole time. Like as a content creator that's spiritual, you have religious people judging you. You have people who are seekers judging you. You have strangers judging you, right? So there's many religions, right? There's many ages, and you have to respond with grace, with humility, with compassion, with mastery in the moment. And if they don't feel your mastery, they ain't staying, because people are really good at detecting BS when they see it. But there's a lot of authentic people online here on TikTok, right? And so when we're scrolling through TikTok land, it's fast-paced energy, right? And so when people stop at a live stream that's peaceful and hear a bald dude talking to them delicately, gracefully, honestly, it makes people stop and like, what is this? A guru is a spiritual teacher. And what is spirituality? Spirituality is about genuine love. But many people turn spirituality into a business. And that's why many people don't completely resonate with right? But many people don't resonate with when you turn spirituality into a business. It discourages people because they're like, oh, it's another person making money. Link in the bio again. It's like people want spirituality, but how come most of it is about making money? But the new generation who are ready, yeah, the thing is, you definitely can teach people, and you're welcome to. Dan, this is why it's beautiful, because if you're doing something that connects to people, they'll listen. There will be 500 people in your stream chilling with you. But if you're doing something inauthentic, ain't nobody gonna follow you, and you wonder why there's 5 people hanging out with you, because you're speaking from your head and not your heart. And so this is why it humbles me, right, to be here, because I didn't expect this many people. I just kind of wanted to show up, because normally it takes a long time to grow. But when it's not, it's like people are ready for something. Right? People are ready for love. People are ready for authenticity. But every time they feel a little taste of authenticity, link in the bio. Private life coaching to develop your psychic ability for $333. And you're like, oh. And so the people who get their toe into the spiritual realm has to buy their way in. And so the people who are devoted into the spiritual realm become devoted to make money using spirituality. A guru is a spiritual teacher. And so most of the modern day spirituality, it's about making money from spiritual teaching heavily, right? Because you can, I receive donations. It allows me to serve, but I don't ask for it. So if somebody tries to ask you for money, it's not me. And even though you do your best to be fair and loving, people will still criticize you for receiving donations while they don't do anything either. which is many people. Even if you do the best to be fair and to be humble and to only receive donations, they're still gonna judge. Why? Because they haven't tried leading and getting out of the comfort zone. And so I'm just here to speak and share the thing that have brought me joy and happiness. And I'm just grateful there's been many stories of success and joy, and that on a difficult day, you remember, breathe in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathe out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. No, but that's how people are. And so, as you're helping people, some people will say, you helping people is not enough because you're not helping people through our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I'm telling you, and I tell people, we respect Jesus, but some people want a different flavor. If they don't believe in Jesus, they still choose Buddha. If they don't believe in Buddha, right? And some people want to tell you what to talk about because why? Ego. Right? They want to tell you how to run the show. They want to tell you how to operate. Because why? They're not here to listen. They're here to talk at you and tell you what to do. Every stream. And so every situation people bring up is an opportunity to learn that it's not easy to lead. Because again, the whole time, and at night people are scrolling through their phone about guys talking relaxingly, who chooses love. And sometimes that's not enough for people. It's like, is he Buddhist? Is he Hindu? Is he Christian? But when it's just about loving yourself and enjoying this moment, some people don't realize that can't just be it. Just breathe in and out. Aha, that's Buddhism. I knew it was Buddhism. Or is that Hinduism? And the whole time, why don't you talk about something else? The reason we talk about the donation is because there's a problem here on TikTok with donations. There's gurus in India who will initiate you for 30,000 and sleep with their students too, right? Some people will worship the guru but won't do the work themselves. But in this stream, I'm not here for you to worship me. I'm just like you. The title guru, I'm just here to teach people the happiness that I experience. And you don't have to listen. You have the free will to go to many streams. But many people, when you're kind, you become an easy target because they think you'll be a pushover because you're nice. And this is when you have healthy boundaries. This is why the whole message, love your damn self. Love your damn self. Be the best that you can be for you first and help people be humble. But it's really difficult to get here, and that's why I'm here for it. Because it's not, I'm aware that moving forward, it's going to be more fulfilling, but it's also going to require us to be more disciplined. Right? So I'm grateful for many people who are on the same page, and I'm grateful to see how many mature people are here having patience in responding to people who come with big ego. And then sometimes I will get involved and sometimes I don't get involved. Because why? I'm not here for, you can't answer to every question, but you can do your best to be authentic and genuine. Like somebody today criticized me for smiling while I was talking about a suffering part of my own mother's life, because they expect you to frown when there's sad happening and they expect you to smile when happiness is happening. Live your damn life and be happy. When you're so concerned about how people's reaction should be, I had to be like, if you don't like it, you could leave. Right? You could scroll to the next one, but instead, they teach you to keep serving. Right? Yes, Jesus is one way. Shout out to Jesus. Buddha is one way. Love is one way. And so, anybody who doesn't follow Jesus is the wrong way. How does that make sense though? So everyone who chooses other ways, it just doesn't make sense. And this is why many people who speak like this, you see how that doesn't make sense? And so we have to learn to be respectful in expressing our knowledge and what we believe, because many people don't have the patience to talk it out like this. Why? So many people come to the stream saying Jesus is the only way. And we respect that, because for some people, they grew up in a church since they were a kid. Their grandma believed in Jesus, their great-grandma believed in Jesus. And so it's understandable that some people, all they know is Jesus. And we respect that. But if Jesus is the only way, you know how many religions don't believe in Jesus? And when the moment there's somebody says, and they go to hell, you're just like, oh, that's why I kind of disagree. That's why it just doesn't make sense. Because Jesus, what would Jesus do? Would Jesus really come to, I am the only way, follow me? I am nature. I am the I am. But many people, you have to use the discernment. I am that I am. I am the way. But of course, we can respect each other even though we come from a different river that leads to the same ocean. Or we can fight each other blindly. An eye for an eye makes everyone blind. Imagine what people in other religions says. Muhammad is the only way. No, Jesus is the only way. And here comes another person. No, ganja is the only way. No, Buddha is the who's right? Do what works for you. Do what works for you and respect each other. You see how that's common sense? Like, it's just humble. But we have to be patient with each other to explain this. Right? We have to be humble enough to how can God just be in one religion? How can this infinite presence be in one religion? Right? And so, because we're not going out of our way to slowly share wisdom with each other, many people will just say, no, this is the way. Come to Buddhism, come to Hinduism. And so we have to learn to be compassionate with each other and respect each other's path. Because sometimes it's not about being right, right? Being right doesn't always lead you to happiness. Being happy leads you to happiness. So this is why I take my time to engage with religious people who come in here and say Jesus is the only way. Because this is the reality of spirituality. And then, right, I suggest atheist, yeah. Because imagine, like, many streams don't even take the time to respect each other, and it divides us. Yeah. This is why I say I'm more spiritual. I come from a Buddhist foundation, but I move beyond that because I realize it's about practicing happiness, joy, respecting each other. And many people respect Jesus, and we respect Jesus. And many people respect Buddha, and we respect Buddha. Many people respect Muhammad, we respect Muhammad, because these teachers help people. But it's a thank you. But taking the time to, we respect Bob Marley. We respect kindness. Seems like we don't disagree about anything. It's about talking to people we do disagree with and to see where we right, because it's a difficult conversation that doesn't really make money. Think about that. You don't get, like, you're not, like, the cause is love, because spiritual people oftentimes is a threat to religion, because it unites so many people without needing to follow some agenda. We don't have to blindly believe. Does that sound right? Right? It's like I love being spiritual because you can question freaking anything, and if it doesn't make sense, right? It just doesn't make sense. But I'm also open to understanding the mentality of Christian people, because why? We're open-minded. But some people are not open-minded, and that's okay. We still respect them because you have the right to be close-minded. But we don't want to say that out loud all the time because people will feel disrespected. And so this is why we just talk about the simple things that make sense. Right? Because you can easily น้องไปเล่นโยคะก่อนโอเคครับขอบคุณครับ And so we have to learn, there's a time and place to say everything. It's not that what they believe is wrong. It's what they believe makes them happy. And I'm not going to be like, no. Who cares? Yeah, I'm tired. Right. But when the disrespectful people come, we're not here to just mute them or block them. We're here to, like, what's up, brother and sister? Right. We're all one. We're all brother, sister. And this is why I love love. It unites people. It respects people. Even though, right, and it's hard to go into a stream where I go into people's live stream and listen to people, like, talk to each other, and the vibration, the feeling, it's like we're having a philosophical battle, or people love debating each other about my religion and your religion, and we don't come to a unity in love. That's ego. Yeah. Why fight? Because ego. Think about, would Jesus be fighting with Buddha or just practicing what works for them next to each other? Right? If Muhammad, Buddha, and Jesus hung out with each other, they would just chill. But it's the fanatics of these messiahs, right? Is that a bar joke? I mean, shoot, right? Let's gather them out. What would the holy mystics on the planet, when they get together? Round one, meditate. Be kind to each other. Be in the moment. Respect your neighbor. Thank you. I will. It would be like, word. It's like tennis match. You're like, a word. Love is within a word. The kingdom is within word. God is not in the sky. God is in your heart. A word. Right? Breathe in, say thank you. Breathe out, let go. Oh, word. Right? Hallelujah. Om Mani Padme Hum. Word. But the ego is the fanatics that say, nope. Jesus loves your enemy. He respects. So why don't people do the same? Word. Right? The Buddha said anger is like holding a hot coal wanting to throw at somebody. You burn yourself. Word. Right? It's like they both are amazing teachers. When you really, right? They're both amazing. And so why not respect people instead of go, nope, I'm going to pick this side. Well, this is why I love to just choose love. Because love understands Jesus has great teachings, and Buddha does too, and Muhammad does too. I just haven't studied Muhammad very much, but when I, or Islam, because that's just my reality. But when I meet loving, and it's because the issue is not the religion, it's the people. There are people who are fanatics of the Buddha. When the Dalai Lama comes, they run to chase the Dalai Lama, but they don't practice what's within. Some people are fanatics of what they believe. Why? Some people use religion as a way to escape their reality because they sleep around, they left their children, they did someone wrong, or so sometimes we just pray all day because of guilt. Some people chant all day running away from their guilt. And some people are fanatics. Why? Because they used to do a lot of wrong and hasn't really become a better person. So sometimes we just keep chanting all day, praying all day to not face our son doesn't even talk to us, or our daughter doesn't talk to us. Right? But there are amazing Christian practitioners who are humble, loving, honest, and respectful. There are practitioners in every religion who are loving, peaceful, respectful. Thank you to those people. Those are the people who unite, who represent their religion very well. And then there's the immature one who goes and yells Jesus everywhere. Jesus, the Christ is King. Word. Like, right? Buddha is King. Muhammad is King. You have the free will to do it. It's just more like, okay. Word. right? Rastafari. Rastafari. Right, but because when you start to see like how immature that is, it's because some people are just immature and they live in a box. But spiritual people unite instead of fight. Immature people always looking for a fight or a debate. Like today. Why don't you fight back? It takes two people to fight. When you don't fight back, you fight yourself. And they're like, oh, word. Anyways, thank you, brothers and sisters. I hope you have a wonderful night. And and thank you so much for respectful energy. Thank you so much for humbleness. And I'm just doing my part the best that I can. And respect each other. Have fun. Laugh. YOLO. Because they not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Thank you, Muso, Moria.